Hello there, I am Sally here and welcome to Simplified English Pronunciation, where we do not worry about the theoretical part of phonetics and are concerned only about the articulation of 44 English phonemes. Therefore, our ground rule is to understand how each sound is pronounced in order to perfect our overall clarity of our communication. Please subscribe my channel and let me know about your requirements to improve my sessions. Today we are going to learn 4 consonant phonemes, of which 2 are voiceless consonants and 2 are voiced consonants. The 4 phonemes are K, G, F and V. Firstly, I shall demonstrate how these new sounds K and G are produced by their correct articulation. As you know, K is a voiceless consonant. It is a velar plosive. And in order to utter the sound, the tongue is doing a very active role. Tongue is an active articulator. And we need to know that there are 3 parts in the tongue. And the 3 parts are the tip of the tongue, the middle part of the tongue and the back part of the tongue. And in order to utter the sound K and G, it is the back part which is the most active part. There, the back part is raised against the soft palate. Okay, soft palate എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മുടെ roof of the mouthന്റെ ഏറ്റവും പുറകുവശം അതാണ് soft palate. Okay, if you can feel with your tongue, you will realize the front part, teeth ridge. ഇങ്ങനെ പല്ലിനോട് ചേർന്നിരിക്കുന്ന ആ ഭാഗം teeth ridge. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടാണ് ആ ഒരു bony part. That is the hard palate. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് ഏറ്റവും ബാക്കിലാണ് soft palate. So you have to raise the back part against the soft palate. അവിടെ നമ്മൾ raise ചെയ്യുന്നു. So that the air flow is totally stopped in order to produce the sound K and G. That's how these sounds are produced. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഓർക്കണം, നാക്കിൻ്റെ 2 സൈഡിൽ കൂടിയാണ് ഈ എയർ പുറത്തേക്ക് പ്രവഹിക്കുന്നത്. അതിൻ്റെ ശബ്ദമാണ് നമ്മൾ കേൾക്കുന്നത്. ഖ, അത് ശക്തിയോടുകൂടിയാണ് നമ്മൾ അട്ടർ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെയാണ് ഖ എന്നുള്ള ശബ്ദം ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നത്. ഇത് വെറുതെ ഖ എന്നല്ല പറയേണ്ട, ഖ എന്നാണ് പറയേണ്ടത്. ഖ, ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് എൻ ആസ്പിറേറ്റഡ് സൗണ്ട്. ഖ. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ അതാണ് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ഭാഷയുടെ ഒരു പ്രത്യേകത തന്നെ. ഒത്തിരി പവർ എടുത്ത് നമ്മൾ പറയേണ്ട ഒരു ഭാഷയാണ്. അത് വെറുതെ ഇങ്ങനെ നമ്മൾ പവറില്ലാതെ വെറുതെ ഇങ്ങനെ ഒഴുക്കൻ മട്ടിൽ പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അത് ഒരിക്കലും അതിൽ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ഉച്ചാരണം എന്ന് പറയാൻ പറ്റില്ല. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ അത് ഉച്ചരിക്കേണ്ട മാതിരി നമ്മൾ ഉച്ചരിക്കുമ്പോഴാണ് നമുക്ക് അതിനോട് ആ ഭാഷയോട് നമുക്ക് ശരിക്കും പറഞ്ഞാൽ നീതി പുലർത്താൻ സാധിക്കുന്നത്. അതാണ് പെർഫെക്റ്റ് പ്രൊനൗൺസിയേഷൻ. അപ്പോൾ ഖ, ഇതാണ് വീലാർ പ്ലോസിവ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ആ ഒരു ശബ്ദം. ആസ് ഇൻ കൈറ്റ്, കിറ്റൻ, കെറ്റിൽ, ഇതൊക്കെയാണ് എക്സാമ്പിൾ. ഇനി രണ്ടാമത്തെ ഫൊണീം, ദ സെക്കൻഡ് ഫൊണീം ഈസ് ഗ. ഗ ഒന്ന് തൊണ്ടയിലൊന്ന് കൈവച്ച് നോക്കി. ഗ വൈബ്രേഷൻ ശക്തിയായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് ഫീൽ ചെയ്യും. ബിക്കോസ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് എ വോയിസ്ഡ് കോൺസണന്റ്. ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഓൾസോ എ വീലാർ പ്ലോസിവ്, ബട്ട് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് എ വോയിസ്ഡ് കോൺസണന്റ്. ഗ ഗ. ഖ നമ്മൾ ഉച്ചരിക്കുമ്പോൾ നാക്ക് എവിടെയായിരുന്നോ ഏതാണ്ട് അതുപോലെ തന്നെയാണ് പൊസിഷൻ, പക്ഷേ വൈബ്രേഷൻ ഉണ്ട്. ഓക്കെ, ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് uttered while the vocal cords are held together, whereas in the previous consonant the vocal cords are held apart so that the air can pass out more freely. So that is the difference between the voice consonant and the voiceless consonant. G, it is a voice consonant. See the vibration. Okay, it's also a plosive. It is a velar plosive. Now let us find some examples. Examples for G as in gate, as in girl, as in gasp. Okay, these are the examples. Now we'll learn the third phoneme. The third phoneme is a bit tricky one. It is F. F. F is a voiceless sound. It's a voiceless labiodental sound. The technical name is Labiodental Fricative. Okay, because friction is there, and lips and teeth are associated in its articulation. That's why it's called labiodental. In order to articulate the sound f, the upper teeth is pressed on the lower lips, as in f. F. As I utter this, you can feel that friction, and the air is gushing through the sides. F. That's the sound f. So if you have to utter the sound f, your mouth should have this position. ഇതുപോലെ നമ്മളുടെ മൗത്ത് വന്നാൽ മാത്രമേ ഈ ശബ്ദം ഇതേ രീതിയിൽ പെർഫെക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് നമുക്ക് ഉച്ചരിക്കാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ. ഓക്കെ, സോ ദാറ്റ്സ് വെരി വെരി ക്രൂഷ്യൽ. ഫ ഫ ആസ് ഇൻ ഫിഷ്, ആസ് ഇൻ ഫാൻ. ഇപ്പോൾ ഫാൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ശബ്ദം കറക്റ്റ് ആവുന്നില്ല. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ ഇത്രത്തോളം നമ്മൾ പെർഫെക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് നമ്മളുടെ സ്ട്രക്ചർ, the position of the mouth, the position of the vocal organs are placed, the articulation will be of that much perfection. Okay, that's the secret of it. Okay, example: fish, fan, fun. These are the examples. Now we go to the last phoneme of the day, the fourth phoneme. It's v. V. Here, what you have to understand is the sounds are almost similar. There is very small difference between f and v, but there is difference. Okay, they are not same. So what is the difference? F is a voiceless consonant and v is a voiced consonant. നിങ്ങളൊന്ന് ഉച്ചരിച്ച് നോക്കിയേ, കൈ ഒന്ന് വിരലൊന്ന് തൊണ്ടയിലൊന്ന് വെച്ച് നോക്കിക്കേ. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് വൈബ്രേഷൻ അനുഭവപ്പെടും. v v ഉണ്ടോ? ഇതുപോലെ നമ്മൾ v എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോഴാണ് ശരിയായ ആ ഒരു ശബ്ദം നമുക്ക് പുറപ്പെടുവിക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, ആ ഇൻറ്റൻസിറ്റിയിൽ അത് നമുക്ക് പ്രൊനൗൺസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റണം. ആസ് ഇൻ v, ആസ് ഇൻ van, van. See how it is different from fan, fan and van. So I utter the sound again. Van, van. നമ്മൾ ഓർക്കുക, നമ്മൾ ഫ എന്ന് ഉച്ചരിച്ചപ്പോൾ നമ്മളുടെ നാക്ക് എവിടെയായിരുന്നോ ഏതാണ്ട് അതേ പൊസിഷൻ തന്നെയാണ് വ നമ്മൾ ഉച്ചരിക്കുമ്പോഴും. വളരെ സട്ടിൽ ഡിഫറൻസ് മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ. പക്ഷേ ശബ്ദത്തിലെ വ്യത്യാസം വരുന്നത് ബ ഒരു വോയിസ്ഡ് കോൺസണൻ്റ് ആണ്. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ അതുകൊണ്ട് വൈബ്രേഷൻ നടക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ വൈബ്രേഷൻ വരുമ്പോൾ ശബ്ദത്തിൽ വ്യതിയാനം ഉണ്ടാകുന്നുണ്ട്. അങ്ങനെയാണ് ആ ഒരു വോയിസിൽ ഡിഫറൻസ് വരുന്നത്. ഇറ്റ്സ് van, vain, and the other is fan, fame. See how it is different. Okay, അപ്പോൾ ആ ഡിഫറൻസ് നമുക്ക് കൃത്യമായിട്ട് കമ്മ്യൂണിക്കേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റണം. അപ്പോഴാണ് കമ്മ്യൂണിക്കേഷൻ കറക്റ്റ് ആവുന്നത്. Okay, now we'll listen to more examples in order to clear the 4 phonemes on the board. Now let's learn the first phoneme that we have learned today, the phoneme k, which is represented by the English alphabet k. It is a voiceless consonant. It's a velar plosive, and see, it is there in the word king. The word is pronounced king, king. K, k is the sound. Similarly, the second word, see how it begins with the letter C, but the sound is k. That's the most important matter concerning English. It is an unphonetic language. It is written in one way, but it is pronounced in a different way. So it is written with the alphabet C, but it is pronounced K. It's cottage. It's not cottage. We usually have a tendency to utter and pronounce it as cottage. It's not cottage. It's cottage. Cottage. Itch. Cottage. Similarly, the next word, as you know, it's the name of a snake. The word is Cobra. It's Cobra. It's not Cobra. It's Cobra. Okay, it's Cobra. See, the second sound, it is O, but it's not Co. It is a different sound, and we will be learning very soon. So I'm not troubling and confusing you. We will learn that step by step. Now you focus just on this phoneme, K. Okay, it's Cobra, Cobra. Now the next one, it is the name of another animal. It is kangaroo, kangaroo. It is kangaroo. So it's not kangaroo, it's kangaroo. Okay, that is the sound. It is like this. Can, ga, and roo. Kangaroo, kangaroo. Okay, that's it. Kangaroo. That's it. That's how it is pronounced. See another word. See how confusing the word can be for a beginner. See, it is a word that begins with the letter C, but it's not capital. It is capital, capital. Another word. It's known to us country. It's not country. Usually we utter this sound in a different way. Dr, d. We usually utter and pronounce it as d. This is not the sound. It's t. Country, country. Okay, that's it. And this sound is not heard. It's not country. It's country. Okay, that's not heard at all. And we will learn this sound soon in the future. So don't get confused. We will learn the sound R in detail in the future. Now we have another word which begins with the letter C. But it's not college. It is college. We have a tendency to pronounce it as college. It's not college. It's college. College. Okay. As we seen here, cottage. It's the same way. College. Okay. Please mind that always. Now we learn another word, a very simple word, a common word that we use it at least 100 times a day. It is cup. The word is cup. It's not cup. Okay, it's not cup. It is cup. Cup. So in all these words, we have used the phoneme K. It is an aspirated K sound. It's a velar plosive voiceless consonant. That is the nature of the phoneme K. Now let's learn another phoneme. It is a phoneme which is represented by the letter G, but the pronunciation is G. G. See, it's a voiced consonant, and we have to consider that it is a velar plosive. So it's a velar plosive voice consonant. Let's see the sound as G, as in group, group. G as in girl, girl. Now this is a tricky word. How do you pronounce this? This is usually we pronounce giraffe, but it's not giraffe, it's giraffe, giraffe. So we don't have that E sound. Instead it's almost like an U sound. Giraffe, giraffe. Okay, so that's a sound. Giraffe. Next is, again, see how tricky the sound is, even though it has the sound J, giraffe. It is represented by the letter G. Okay, so that's it. So it's not, it's almost like giraffe. But see, it is represented by the letter G. It's not J in the written form. But the pronunciation is G. Last one, it's a familiar word, Google. Google. This one, a slightly different word, it's goggle. Goggle, the kind of eyewear that is used by the swimmers and divers. Goggle. Next is a word which is known to us. It is goose. The word is goose. Okay, I made it in capital letter, goose. And these are the words that are representing the phoneme G, as in group, girl, giraffe, Google, goggle, nose. Now let's learn another sound. It is the sound represented by the letter F, and we have already known it. It is a voiceless consonant. It's a labiodental fricative. Now let's see how the sound is represented in all these words. The first word is very simple. It's fun. It's already known to you. It is fun. Now as we utter, you might have understood how the lips are going to the sides so that the air is gushing through the sides and that friction is felt. It's fun. Fun. Next, it is a very strange word. Okay, a bit confusing one because it begins with the letter P and H, but the pronunciation is known to us. It is F. It begins with F. But how do you pronounce it? Usually we pronounce it photo, but it's not photo, it's photo. It's photo. And we will, don't worry, we will learn that sound very soon as we take up this particular sound in our coming classes. Okay, don't worry about it. Now just understand this sound, PH, which is represented by the phoneme F and not P. Sometimes we have heard people calling it photo, right? So that is it. So that's a mistake. It's photo. Photo. Next is again another word. It is again a word which begins with PH, but the pronunciation is form. Form. Again, we have that special O sound which we'll learn soon. Don't worry about it. So just understand here also the sound is F. It's firm. Okay, firm. Next one, a very tricky word indeed. We know the word, but how do we usually pronounce it? We say flower. It's not flower, it's flower. Flower. Okay, so this sound is not heard at all. It's flower. Flower. How can I write it in Malayalam? Almost like this, flower. Not that. It can also add this, flower. Flower. It's not flower. Okay, so I can't represent by this letter, flower. I don't have a letter to represent it in Malayalam. Okay, it's impossible. So understand, it's flower. Flower. Maximum I can do this is this. Imagine the sound is there. Then I think you can catch it up. Flower. Flower. So that is the neatest presentation I can bring before you to make the sound clear to you. It's flower. Remember, there's another word. And you know what this word is. It's actually the kind of raw material that we make use of in order to make chapati. And you know it. How do you pronounce it? We usually say flour. It's not flour, it's again flour. The same pronunciation as this. Okay, so the pronunciations are the same even though the letters, the spellings are quite different. Okay, so that's something very, very strange about English language. Okay, it's very unpredictable and unphonetic. Next is the word F-L-O-O-R. It's known to us. We often say floor. It's not floor, it's flow. Flow can be presented in Malayalam in this way. This is it, flow. But sometimes we say this, right? This is wrong. Floor, it's not that. You need not have that R there. It is just this, flow. That's enough. Next is this. This is again another tricky one. We know what it is. It's a short form of refrigerator. But how is it pronounced? It's not fridge. Usually we pronounce it fridge. It's not fridge. This part is not pronounced. It's fridge. Fridge. Almost like this. Fridge. That's how it is pronounced. Okay, so I've taught some interesting new words. for you to understand. So this is how these words are pronounced. So just now we are learning some rules, and these rules can be applied on almost 90% of the words in English, but some words are exceptional, and we try to gather those words in our sessions to bring some ease to you to understand these pronunciation better. Okay, that's it. Now let's learn the last phoneme that we have learned today. It is V. It is represented by the letter V. Now let's listen to the articulation. The first word is very clear. We know how to pronounce. It is van. Van. See how when you pronounce the vocal cord vibrate. Okay, so it's really the chords are vibrating. Okay, so it is the word van. Now the second word is again known to us. It is a word that represents the container where we put flowers and plants as a decorative piece. Now the word is, how do we pronounce it? Usually people pronounce vase, but it's not vase, it's vase. Okay, vase, that is the pronunciation. Vase. It is vase. Next, the next word, vast. Vast. That is the pronunciation. Vast. The word is known to us. It is simple. Vanity. Vanity. The next word is again known to us. Very simple word. Vain. Vain. The word is slightly tricky one. We usually pronounce it as very, but it's not very. It's very. It's very. We will learn that when we take up the sound R in our coming classes. Okay, so don't bother, don't worry, I will take the same word then. So the sound is V, very, very. Okay, next is again something known to us, the innerwear, the shirt that we wear inside the coat, vest. It's vest. Okay, that's it. So we have learned these words now, and I hope it's clear to you. Now we take a quick recap of the sounds and wind up. Now these are the 4 phonemes that we have learned today, and these 4 phonemes are represented by the English alphabets K, G, F and V. But phonetically we pronounce it as K, G, F and V. As you know, this is a voiceless consonant and this is a voiced consonant, and this is again a voiceless consonant, and this again is a voiced consonant. That's the difference. Okay, I think it's clear. Now we'll move on to the next set of phonemes in our next session. I hope the session was a productive one for you, as it was for me. Please subscribe and let me know about your requirements, doubts and suggestions to improve the future sessions. Thank you and cheers.